my gosh, that is so funny, Gary. I don't think I've ever laughed this much with someone.
Whenever you're ready.
Thanks. Uh-oh. What's this?
Well, I've had a great time tonight. I have to be honest, I was a little thrown off when you said we were going to a diner, but it really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Okay, so Miss Thing has a problem with diners, possibly, looking a little pretentious. But why the standoff? Let's continue watching. Why is there a standoff when the check comes?
Nice.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right. Check.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got $34. Like $40, probably good, right? $6 tip.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to know why they found a place where they could both eat for $34. I can't find a diner for less than $50 for two people, and we're just having coffee and maybe a lemonade with our meals. So please send me the name of this diner, sir. $34.
Okay, so it's my 20. I don't know if,
What?
like, do you want to put your 20?
What do you mean?
Like, oh, do you, I don't know. Were you paying card, cash?
Are you kidding me, Gary?
What?
How cheap are you? Oh, ew.
Ew.
Giselle, wait.
No, I'm not coming back now. You ruined it. Don't call me.
Okay, let's pause. What? You don't just get to walk out if you're expected to pay. Like, you don't just... A guy can't just do that. Like, you just get up and leave and expect her to pick up the tab. And we're talking about oppression. Like, oh, you don't seem oppressed to me. You just get up and leave in the middle of the date because you disagree and you don't pay your half when he's clearly expecting you to. Now, let's back up. What we don't know here is who invited whom out. Generally, it's the guy doing the inviting. If that's what happened here, Gary, you should have just paid. If paying for a diner $40 is too much, you don't invite him to a diner. There are other options. I don't know why this is such a big debate. Do we pay? Does the girl pay? Do we go halvesies? We don't go halvesies. If you're actually trying to build something, if you're looking for a relationship and not a booty call, how does paying your way and my way create a platform, like a basis for a teamwork, togetherness? It doesn't. So $40 is not a lot of money to most people. I don't know what Gary makes at his job, but again, if you invite somebody out, whether you're the man or the woman, it's simple. You're the host. The host pays. The guest says thank you. And if she decides she wants to pay for the tip or go half, that's gravy. You weren't expecting that. But if you're not prepared to pay for the whole thing, either you went over budget or you're just not ready, and that's fine. This debate about men being cheap or women being entitled is a bit much. She did act entitled. You don't just get up and leave. Pay your half, then tell him, I'm never going to see you again if this is a problem. But he's not out in the clear. You should invite somebody out if you can't afford to pay for it. Another 20. Life is rough.
There goes another one.
Another one? What do you mean another one? Oh, so this is a thing. So he has a thing where he keeps taking people to the same diner. Go on inexpensive dates. Find coffee, ice cream, boba tea is really popular now. Anything where it's quick and inexpensive, and do that. There's more to this. Let's see.
I can't believe him. It should have been a major red flag when he said he was taking me to Darla's. Like,
That's not a red flag.
do I look like the kind of girl you would take to a diner?
I personally like the place. I mean, the food's good and the price is affordable.
Affordable? Does anything about me look affordable?
I mean,
Entitled.
besides the knockoff designer bag, that fake diamond necklace and that Rolex watch.
What are you talking about? These are all real.
I know this video is fake. It's because there's a woman calling her girlfriend out on some bullshit. That's how I know this is fake. Well, I know this is staged because Dorman Studios, they make all kinds of skits for life lessons, but that would never happen in real life. Like a woman calling out her friend in that way. That's hilarious.
Fine. But the point is, he didn't know that.
How do you know?
Look, I don't understand what the issue is. Look, you seem like you really liked Gary. You're both cat lovers, like watching movies, and you seem like you really loved his sense of humor. I mean, who cares if he made you split the check?
Who cares? You obviously don't get it, Julia.
Yeah, Julia.
I'm tired of going on dates with broke guys.
Open
I
an
need someone
OnlyFans.
who can pay my bills so that I don't have to work. If only there was a way to know for sure who has money and who doesn't.
Are you sure you're looking for a boyfriend and not a sugar daddy?
No, sugar daddies are old and gross. Plus, they're usually married. I want someone young and handsome that I can settle down with.
Oh, look, she has all these standards. Young and handsome. I don't want old and gross, and I certainly don't want to share a married man. Okay, Julia, I think that's your name. What do you bring to the table? Do we get to ever hear that? What do we get to find out what this lucky guy receives from you?
Most importantly, rich.
Of course.
What are you doing anyway?
She's hitting
Job
up Gary.
hunting.
Through LinkedIn? Why don't you just use Indeed or ZipRecruiter?
Because this way I can see the names and titles of every person that works at the company that I'm applying to. That way, instead of applying like everyone else, I can simply measure the
That's it.
Oh, okay. So let me guess what's about to happen. Gary is like a high-level manager at this company that she's about to apply to. That'll be hilarious. Let's see.
How did I not think about this before?
Oh,
Forget Tinder. Through LinkedIn, I can figure out exactly what they do for a living. That way I'll know ahead of time who has money and who's just a big waste of time. Yes, this is why I love you, Julia. You're a genius. I have to go get to my laptop.
okay. Side note: there's actually a story about this happening just recently. This woman went on LinkedIn. She knew she wanted to marry an engineer. I think it was engineer. So she goes on LinkedIn, finds the companies that have engineers working there. Then she starts looking at the guys and to see who's married. I don't know how she found out, but she found out the guy who had all the criteria, looks like the pictures, who's handsome. Then she goes to a diner that was owned by one of the guy's dad, and she just becomes a regular there, and she starts breadcrumbing the dad, just like dropping hints about how she's looking for a good guy, a guy who's this, that, and the other, and she starts describing the son. Then the dad sets them up, and she ends up marrying the dude. She played the long game to perfection. We'll see if they live happily ever after.
Kisses. Bye.
Alright, I'm gonna stop the video here. You guys can watch the rest of it.
So remind-
I just wanted to see the part about the first date etiquette. Maybe I'll do some more to the other part of the video later. But first date etiquette for me, I don't know why it's this complicated. I'll just repeat myself here. There's a host, there's a guest. Generally speaking, the host is the guy. He's inviting the woman out. She's the guest. If you're doing that, guys, I don't care where you take her. You're paying. And if you're whining about, oh, it's too much, she might be taking food to some other guy, you're taking her to the wrong place. And if she says, well, I don't go to ice cream dates, I don't go to coffee dates, I don't go to tea dates, take me to a real place, then she's not the girl for you. Move on. Find out sooner. Let her disqualify herself by saying she's too good for what you're inviting her to. The person who's into you will go out with you no matter where you invite her to. And just, of course, you gotta also work on your game. Work on how to talk to women and all of that good stuff. That's it for today. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.